Hey guys. Okay, so today I want to talk about Christmas. So when you hear the word Christmas, you're like you think Santa Claus, presents, and all that stuff. Well, I think that Christmas is just a little bit creepy. I mean, think about it. Santa Claus coming in your house, going down your chimney, going in your house, like looking around and stuff. And he knows if you've been good or bad. What does he have, like a video camera in your house or something? And Rudolph, what is up with his nose? It's like something weird. It's just like weird. He has a big red nose and it glows. That rhymes. And it's Frosty the Snowman. He comes to life with a hat. So it means if I put this hat on my snowman, is it gonna come to life? I don't know. And it's just really weird. Like, how does Santa know if you've been good or bad? And how does he know if you're sleeping or when you're awake? And why is it always cookies and milk? Like, really? I'm surprised the poor guy isn't diabetic. Like, seriously. But in Mexico, they probably don't really leave cookies. They just probably like burritos or something. So anyway, back to the cookies. So many people leave him cookies and milk. I bet you he doesn't even drink the milk. He just takes the cookies and gobbles them up. Hey, hi, now I know how they created the Cookie Monster on Sesame Street. They got it from Santa Claus. And it's like, how does a man that big fit through a chimney? He must weigh at least 300 pounds if he's gonna eat so many cookies. How does he fit down the chimney? Usually your chimney is like this big, maybe a little bigger. So how does that man fit through a chimney? Don't know. It's just creepy, right? And again, you're walking down the street and there's a snowman following you. I've seen some cartoons with the snow where the snowman comes to life. Other kids are all like, "Oh my goodness, it's Frosty the Snowman!" And how the hell did you know who he is? He's a talking and walking frickin' snowman. How would you know who he is? And why would you smile? It's like you're walking down the street all casual and you see a walking, talking snowman. You're like, "Oh my god, it's a talking snowman! Do you want to be best friends?" And the snowman's like, "Yes, I would." But normal people, like adults, they would just go up and they'll be like, "This ain't normal." Or something like that. So, ask yourself this. How does a fat man fit down a chimney? How does a talking snowman exist? And Rudolph with his red nose. And again, how do they fly? Do they call Tinkerbell and have her forgot the word. Like, do they call Tinkerbell and she like sprinkles some fairy dust on Rudolph, Dasher, Dancer, and whatever? And again, and how do they even lift up Santa Claus? And again, they had to lift up Santa Claus and the big sack of toys. And again, did you know that Santa doesn't really go all over the world in one night? It's actually 2 nights, because half the world is like asleep and half the world is awake. Didn't think about that, did ya? So Santa Claus cheats. Same thing with the Easter Bunny. And how does he fit all those toys in that sack? It's like, the sack must be like at least this big, or from the floor must be like this big. Maybe a little more big. But it's like how do they even come up with this stuff? And the first time your mom or dad tells you about Santa Claus, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be extra nice this year so I can get presents. But then, and the worst part is when they realize Santa Claus is not real. And their whole Christmas is ruined. They might not even like Christmas anymore once you tell them Santa Claus is not real. Some people just like Christmas because of Santa Claus. Now, if you're gonna tell your kids Santa Claus is not real, you might want to skip on that. Just let them figure it out on their own. And and especially don't dress up your dad or your uncle as Santa Claus. Then they're gonna be expecting him every single year. It's like, where's Santa? I was expecting him this year. I was a very good girl this year. Then what? He doesn't come. And you're like, where did I go wrong? So yeah, Christmas is kind of creepy if you think about it. So anyway, happy holidays!